the guy literally just pulled me, and I was like holding on and just pushed me into the water. After that, I'm like, oh, falling into the water is not so bad. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of LifeSnip. Today is pretty special. As you can see, I am a little bit more presentable because I just did a virtual photo shoot this morning with a friend. And for those of you who don't know me, I actually did some modeling on the side. If the chance comes, if you guys want to hire me as a model, hit me up. So, what happened this week? Yesterday, I had my first ever master's exam. I think I didn't do a very good job. I think I could do like half of it. Hopefully it's enough to pass. Now mind you, this is coming from someone who, well, up until my bachelor's degree, I've been getting almost straight A's. For me, anything under a 90 is a bad grade. But now I'm just like, I don't know, I just want to pass. And I'm really scared that I don't, but in my campus, if I don't pass, then I still have 2 more chances. So a total of 3 chances to try to pass the exam. So technically it's not so bad. So there's not actually a penalty for it. The last 2 weeks I've been studying. When the exam day came yesterday, I just couldn't do it. I realized that I always have these breakdowns around exam period. But yesterday after the exam, I just realized I chose to take this master's degree. No one forced me to. I wanted to take it. I didn't have to. Because I chose to do it, then why am I stressed about doing it? They say that the person you really are is the person you are when you're alone. And I've been alone the last couple of weeks. And I reflected a lot on myself and the kind of person I want to be. And the last couple of weeks, that's not the person I want to be. Normally when I'm around people tell me that I'm a very positive person and I have so much energy and I'm very welcoming and warm, and I want to be the same person that I am when I'm around people. To myself, I want to be positive and optimistic and energetic. I think I want to change for myself, even when no one's looking. I want to have a more positive outlook on life, and I don't want to stress about the little things. Going back to the exam, I am so afraid to fail that I feel paralyzed at times. And I just have a breakdown and I just don't study. Which is the opposite of what you should do if you don't want to fail, right? But sometimes I just feel like a deer in headlights. And then I realize, well, nothing really bad is gonna happen if I fail. I just have to take the exam again and again until I pass it. It reminds me of when I went rafting. I remember the guide when we were still in still waters, and he's telling us the basics of like how to paddle and like what to do when you fall out and stuff. And we're all just holding tight to the raft because we're afraid of falling into the water. And you know what's the first thing he did? The guy literally just pulled me, and I was like holding on and just pushed me into the water. I fell in completely, and after that I'm like, oh, falling into the water is not so bad. So I went up again and that's it. And after that I was just not afraid of falling into the water when the rapids started to get big and stuff. So maybe sometimes failure is not such a bad thing. Or failure doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You can always try again. And normally, like, nothing actually bad happens. I watched a TED Talk about why you should list down your fears instead of your goals. And one of the quotes that he said is from Seneca, and it says, "Bad situations happen more often in your imagination than in reality." So don't be scared of failure. And yes, I'm talking to myself for this. If you do fail, you just get up again and again and again until you reach your goal. It's like a baby starting to walk or anything. Like, very rarely things go perfectly in the first go. So, moral of the story, don't be afraid of failure. Failure just means you know how not to do it the next time and how you can do better and better and better, and just keep trying. The most important thing is just keep going. Keep moving forward, and just like Dory said, just keep swimming in the waters that is your life. How many times will it take for me to get it right. That's why I like doing this video. That's why I like doing this That's why I like doing these videos as well.